Hello, I'm happy to be with you again. I remain your coach, Rosemary Opara. In this video, I will be talking about the danger that is happening under our roof as parents. It's a very sensitive topic that is really raising dust right now, and I feel we should address it as parents. The issue of sexual abuse on children is a very, very sensitive issue, and we really need to pay attention to it. We need to talk about it. It's as terrible as it is, it happens every day. Every child is prone to sexual abuse. Some parents think that this child is too young, some babies are just too young to experience that. But as terrible as it sounds, some children are experiencing it. It happens right under the eyes of the parents without them getting to find out. So, what are the causes? And most times, we as parents even aid these things to happen. In what way do we do that? Some of us parents, we are very busy, so busy that we don't pay attention to our children. We don't ask them questions. We don't observe the kind of discussion they are engaged in. Then even when you have babies below like 2 years, 0 to 2 years, or you feel, it's a little girl, she's just little, I don't have to worry about her, nobody can be abusing this one. Babies are being abused on a daily basis, and so parents are just so careless that they don't notice. You see a newborn baby being carried around, the mother is not there. You can't have a baby girl and be careless with her. The society is not safe anymore. You can't just trust anybody that comes around your child anymore. As a parent, you must put your eyes down to be sure whoever is with your child. Right from when the baby is born, that baby can be abused. Some in the process of carrying the baby, right there, the child is being abused. Some, please hold my baby for me. I want to rush to the market. Probably you stay alone. I want to rush to the market. Before you come back, something has happened without you know. Sometimes the maids you have at home, sometimes the relatives you have at home, they abuse these children. And because they are babies, they cannot talk. They may not be able to explain to you what they are going through. But as a parent, you can be sensitive enough to monitor the child, to see, to just check the body of the child. Sometimes you are changing your baby's diaper and you notice something strange. You raise alarm immediately. You talk to your husband. You find out what is happening, especially if you have a third party at home. Don't say, it's my brother, it's my in-law, it's my relative, it's my uncle. You can't be careless as a mother anymore. Parents have been so careless, and children are passing through hell right in your house, right under your nose. Your children are being abused at home. Some parents are even so careless to the extent that they leave their children to sleep in the room with visitors. This visitor is from village, so uncle is from the village. You expose your children to people you don't even know, people you don't know their moral background. You can't do that. Protect your child. Now, let's talk about how we as parents can expose our children to sexual abuse. The way you dress your child. You see, I came across a baby. The baby is less than 2 years. Should be about a year plus. The baby's waist was decorated with beads. That's what for? What for? A little baby. And the baby was just by the side, urinating. You don't do that. What are you decorating her waist for? To entice who? To seduce who? The society is not safe for that. You don't expose your baby nudity. So of course, we African parents, we don't care. We change our baby's diaper anywhere, anytime. Just expose the baby. You just expose the baby that you are changing the baby. Men are around, guys are around, you don't care. It's a baby. Who is looking at this? A baby. It is very important. Cover your baby. Cover your child. You don't go wearing your little ones bomb shots in the name of fashion. You are exposing them to this danger. You are. You must keep your eye on your children. Sometimes even within them siblings, this evil is being done. Oh, my children, no, nothing is happening. Something can be happening, but you don't know. You may not know. Put your child on an errand, a little girl, to a place that is far from your sight. It's dangerous. Anything can happen. And the child may not tell you. Maybe he or she is being threatened. If you tell mommy, I will beat you. Because that's mostly the language these children are being told. If you tell mommy, I will kill you. If you tell mommy, I will beat you. And because of that, they don't tell you what they go through. So be careful where you send your child to. Be very careful. You must know whatever the child is doing there. Always ensure that your child is within your reach. You can always see the child. You know where the child is at any point in time. Make sure you can always see the child. And learn to talk to your child. Learn to ask questions. Examine the child at every point in time. Another thing you should also take to heart is how to know a child that is abused. A child that is abused shows some red flags. There are things the child would, there are attitudes or body language the child would display to know that something is happening to the child. First of all, the child becomes scared of a particular person. Maybe someone the child is usually friendly with, someone the child has always been fond of. The child begins to withdraw from that person. You as the parent, you must take note. Then sometimes the child begins to the private part of the child, they begin to notice some things coming out. At that point, you know something is going wrong. Now, when you notice these things, what do? You don't just go shouting, hey, suspecting everybody. No. You put your eyes down. You monitor. If the baby, if it's a little child that cannot talk, you ask questions, you begin to investigate. But if it's a child like 2 years and above, you can begin to ask them some little questions. What is happening? Did anybody touch you? Is anybody touching you inappropriately? Then, whatever the child tells you, don't disbelieve the child. Most times, children don't lie when it comes to sexual abuse. And don't ever make the mistake of disbelieving the child. Maybe the child says, this uncle touched me here, this uncle did this. Don't ever believe the other person as against your child. You must always believe your child. Because once you disbelieve the child, you have just finished that child. That child will go through that abuse and nothing will stop it. So, the moment the child tells you that, whoever it is, keep your child away from that person. If it means telling the person to leave the house, good and fine. You don't owe anybody any apology. Let the person leave, just for the safety of the child. And don't also teach the child to shout. Maybe whenever this person wants to touch you, shout, beat the person or bite the person. Don't do that, because if you do that, you're exposing the child to danger. The person can harm the child. You simply teach the child that if anybody is trying to touch you inappropriately, always say, stop it, don't touch me there. Stop it, don't touch me there. Now, the moment the child says this, the person will be thrown off balance. Whoever hears the child says that will always ask, what happened? Where is it trying to touch you? So the person will always stay away. So don't teach your child to bite the person or hit the person or shout, hey, no, so that the person does not hit the child. Because that is a strategy the rapists are developing these days. When they abuse the person, they tend to kill the person so the person doesn't report them. So you know what to teach your child. Now, if you're also leaving your child, maybe you want to go out and you want to leave your child alone in the house, or you leave your children alone in the house, anybody can come in. Anybody can abuse your child in your absence. So you can give your children code. Okay, if anybody comes and the person says, mommy said I should do this, mommy said I should come and carry you, open the gate, it's me, mommy said I should come. Always leave a code with your children. A code that, okay, if you are sending somebody to the house, the person says, mommy said I should say this. The person says that code which the child is used to. In some houses, they have a knocking code. Once the person knocks, they know it's okay, it's the member of the family. So if somebody comes to the house and maybe you just leave the house, hey, uncle, yes, your mommy said I should come and take something from the house. Okay, what code did mommy give you? If there is nothing, that child should not open the gate. So you have to learn to give your children some security tips to keep them safe. And always put your eyes on your children. Don't expose your children to sexual contents. These are other ways children can also be abused. Movies that are not within their age brackets. And you as couple, do not take your baths, or do not let your children even know that you take your baths together. These are ways we as parents unknowingly abuse our children sexually. So please, sexual abuse is on the rampage, and we parents must put our eyes down. Call your children. After watching this video, please call your children one after the other and interview them. Ask them sensitive questions. Some of them will tell you things that will shock you, what they are going through, either in the house or from the house help or the security man or the driver, what they are going through that you don't know. Ask them. And please, when you get this information, handle it with wisdom so you don't expose your child to danger. Thank you very much. We cannot say it all when it comes to sexual abuse because it's just so common. It's just everywhere. It happens to children every day. And it is time for us to rise up as parents. We cannot be too busy. Yes, some of us are working. We are very busy, but you must learn to balance work and family so that at work, yes, you are giving your best. At home, you are always also there as a parent. Please, mothers, don't be careless with your female children. And remember, it is not only the female child, it is not only the female baby that can be abused. Even the male ones can be abused. Yes, they can abuse your little boy at home. Your little boy can be abused. So please, be very, very careful. Put your eyes down. Protect these little children. They cannot protect themselves. You are the only one they have. So please protect them. Do your best so that tomorrow, when they grow up, they can always say, if not for my mom, if not for my dad. Thank you very much. Love you as always. I remain your coach, Rosemary Opara. Thank you. Remember to give me a like. Click the subscription button to subscribe to our channel. And always watch our videos whenever we drop them. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.